which I wouldn't grab them either, I didn't want to push it. I would still have to charge her a couple times a day. And I said, look, I had this phone a long time, and this is just when I had it. You know, when I
I'd like
first
to welcome everyone and call to order the October meeting of the Crawfordville City Council. That's your recording. Let's rise for the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Council members, you have been provided copies of the minutes of the two meetings that are listed on the agenda. At this time, I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the September 3rd City Council meeting.
A motion that we accept the minutes of the September 3rd City Council meeting.
Motion by Ms. Bowman. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Chapman. Are there any corrections or additions to the minutes? All in favor of approval signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign. The minutes are approved. Next before you is the minutes of the special call council meeting of September the 17th, 2013. Could I have a motion to approve?
I motion to approve this September 17th.
Motion by Mr. Chapman. Is there a second?
I second.
Second by Ms. Chapman. Are there any corrections or additions to those minutes? All in favor of approval signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. The minutes are approved. At this time, I would like to recognize a special guest, Jessica Hayes, Congressman Paul Brown's office. Welcome.
Thank you. And I just wanted, a couple of you I haven't met yet, but here's my business card. And as the mayor said, I'm not sure if you got cards or not. I'm Jessica Hayes, and I'm District Director for Congressman Paul Brown. This year, Congressman Brown picked up Crawfordville County, and I've seen a few of you as I've been in the community. I try to get into the community as often as possible, so I've been to a few of the county commission meetings. I was at the recent annual meeting for the Farm Bureau. So if there's anything ever going on important to the community, I'd love to know about it. If you just give me a call or shoot me an email and let me know. And I wanted to make sure that you guys knew that if you or anybody that you're dealing with ever is having an issue with a federal agency, we can help. So just please give us a call. This is veterans who need help processing their claims, seniors who are having maybe some problems with Social Security or Medicare, disability, anything that's on a federal level. We deal with passports and immigration, post offices, military. There's all kinds of things. And even if you contact us and it's not something we do, many times it's something that's handled on a state level, we'll make sure we get you in touch with your state representative or state senator. And the other thing I want to make sure that everyone knows tonight is that next week, Congressman Brown will actually be here in your community, our community. He'll be over at the Farm Bureau at 8 in the morning on Tuesday, October 8th. And so everybody is just welcome to be there. We call this Coffee with the Congressman, and he's done several of these. We've done these in different communities throughout the district. We've been in Warrenton, Athens, Watkinsville, Gwinnett County, just different areas, as many areas as we can get to. So next Tuesday, Dr. Brown is coming to Crawfordville County. And this is just, we call it kind of like a mini town hall. It's a very casual setting. So we'll have coffee, you'll sit there, and if you have any questions, you need help with anything, this is your opportunity, really, to talk to him. I'll be back up here with him as well. So I just wanted to let you guys know, kind of put a face with our office. I work out of the Augusta area. I will try to be in Taliaferro County, like I said, as much as possible, so if y'all need anything, please let me know. And I'll just leave, I left one of these already, but I'll just put one more up here. I want to spread the news, but this is just detailed information about next Tuesday's event. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next on the agenda, public requests. Anyone?
Mr. Mayor, I have two things I'd like to bring before y'all. The first one is that the Chamber of Commerce is going to be sponsoring the lighting of the town this time. We will start on Thanksgiving night, and the night after Thanksgiving, we'll have refreshments, and we will have the Santa Claus. So we'd like y'all to invite everybody you can to come. We appreciate it. And the second thing is the last meeting about the millage rate. I asked that the millage be dropped on the tags. Have y'all considered that, or what are you going to do about that?
We don't really have a mechanism for setting a millage rate on property that is different for different classes of property. When we adopt a millage rate, it applies to all properties, and that is cars that have the birthday tax still attached to them have to be taxed at the same property tax rate as real estate.
Well, the people of this city need some help some way or another, and that's one way it would be a big help to them. If we're ever going to draw anybody into the city of county, we've got to have the millage rate reduced greatly. If don't, we're going to keep dying. Every year we're dying slowly. Thank you.
Anyone else?
I'd like to inform the city council that my term on the chair of the planning and zoning board will be running out December of this coming up. For y'all to be thinking about somebody else that you want to replace, because I will not be staying on board.
Anyone else? Next item is mayor's report. The firm that did our sewer rehabilitation has finally come back to town. They were waiting for the areas where they had open trenches on across lawns and backyards and so forth to dry out from all the rains we had before coming back and trying to restore them. And they did the areas down on both sides of Sharon Road, and they have also retreated the area over here behind the Farm Bureau. There was one area where there was paving that was sinking, and that was on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive down just south of Commerce Street, next door to Babe Ruth's house. It's a large area that had begun to sink. And they came in last week and removed the pavement there and tried to compact and pour concrete in the area where the soil had been sinking. And I noticed today they have now resurfaced the street there. So I presume with that, they have addressed every complaint that we have passed forward to them. And we have passed along every one that we received. at this juncture, unless some more failures crop up, I guess we approve with them.
Mr. Mayor, about that problem right there, well, they need to come back and clean up where they busted up the asphalt and chipped it up on the side of the road.
Down, what, at Reese, Bay Reese?
No, they've already done it at. Over across from my store, they replaced a little section, but they hadn't got up to busted
Well, now,
asphalt.
that's not ours, that's the gas company. If you're talking about the work that was just done a couple of
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Well, will they be coming back cleaning that mess up?
Well, the gas company is not through with that work, so they're still, intending to do more
Okay.
within the city, yeah. We received email notice from the, Georgia Municipal Association. They have scheduled a fall district meeting in Thompson at Ivy's Restaurant on October the 28th from 6 to 8 p.m. All members of the city council are invited. Dinner will be served. So they do ask that we give them a count of the number of people who will be attending by the 23rd. So if any of you would like to go to this meeting, please let the city clerk know before the 23rd that you intend to be there. And include you in the head count that they're preparing for. Moving on to financial reports. The first one is the revenue and expense budget versus actual for August general fund. You'll notice the total income. Our actual income for 8 months is, you might say, right on target. We actually have $177 more than the budget had projected. The total expenses, we have underrun by $4,900. So from a overall standpoint, we are in excellent condition. The next sheet shows the breakdown by cost of general government operations. We've actually overrun the budget by $100 through 8 months. The next one, judicial, we have underrun by $248. On public safety, we have underrun cost by $2,297. And on public works, we have underrun by $2,463. Culture and recreation, we have exactly expend the amount we had budgeted. The next sheet, the balance sheet for the general fund. You can see the funds that we have on deposit. caution you again that the T-Splosh money and the LMIG funds can only be spent on transportation matters, but the other funds that are available for our use as necessary. Moving on to the enterprise expenditures. The first one is the expenditure, is the water and sewer fund. Our revenues through 8 months are $867 under budget. Our expenses are $9,600 under the budget. So again, we're in excellent shape. Next page, the cost of solid waste. Our income is $582 under budget, and our total expenses are $492 over budget. So the expenses today our costs have overrun our budget by about $1,000. We knew that the revenues were not going to fully support the expenses, and as we have done in past years, in December we will have to make up the shortfall between the collections for garbage expenditures and the expenses of operating collection system. The balance sheet again indicates the funds we have available for operation, and we're in quite comfortable shape for that. Are there any questions on any of the financial statements? All right, moving on. Old business, we have none. Under new business, we have one item, and that is the appointment of the city clerk. As you know, we unexpectedly had a vacancy, and I fill the vacancy on an interim basis after our last council meeting. Since that time, we have successfully produced and mailed 2 monthly bills with the active work of the interim city clerk and the able assistance of Ms. Cheryl Young. I am pleased with the performance of the interim clerk today and to date, and I recommend to the council members that they appoint Ms. Brenda Vanderbilt, our city clerk.
I motion that we appoint Ms. Brenda Vanderbilt, city clerk.
Motion by Ms. Chapman. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Bowman. Is there discussion? Would the clerk call the roll on the motion to appoint
Ms. Chapman?
Yes.
Ms. Stewart?
No, could I tell you the explanation? My explanation is that I just want everything to be advertised and applications done and go through the process. No objections against you, because I think you would do a good job if you have to do it. But I just like the application process.
Ms. Bowman?
Yes.
Mr. Chapman?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes. The motion carries 4-1 with Mrs. Stewart voting no. Ms. Vandal was already sworn in on an interim basis, so she is now fully on the payroll. Congratulations. Welcome.
Thank you.
Council members, that concludes all the items on tonight's agenda. Ms. Stewart.
Congratulations. WA do have training dollars. If you get in touch with them, they might be able to pay for some of her training while she's doing training.
Well, she's got to go to the,
Traffic ticket. She don't have to do that as well.
well, she will if we see that the sheriff's gonna write some tickets.
Oh.
The sheriff has not yet signed the interlocal agreement. That's why we've got $2,200 left over in the, public safety budget. Because as long as he doesn't sign the interlocal agreement, we're under no obligation to pay him, and I don't intend to. And we're not gonna play catch-up, so when he finally gets around to signing it, then we start paying, but we're not going back and paying for whatever happened in the past. But along about February, I think it is, they always have a training session for city and county clerks. And it has some additional period of time that is for new city clerks. I think they have to come in maybe on Sunday afternoon or something. They get their feet wet early. And, I wish you would get with Brenda on what's available and anything that
I get somebody to do
she
the
can
call,
use
too.
to the city's advantage, to increase her knowledge. Absolutely.
Save a few dollars here and there.
Anything else?
Oh, Miss Arson said their driveway is in terrible shape at the housing on Lexington Road Highway. The housing development right there before you get the lumber, Long Haul Lumber Company.
Yeah.
That's straight from
Yeah.
Mr. George.
Is this something that the
Telephone company may have done when they came in.
telephone company messed up?
Yeah.
I mean, Miss Arcee is never satisfied. I think you cannot
That's
possibly
Miss Arcee.
satisfy.
That is just Miss Arcee. But it is a little rough, cause I go up through there,
Okay.
so it is a little rough.
Yeah, on the street coming from, what you talking about, the work at Mr. Reed's house, on the opposite direction, when you turn right to the Crawfordville Market Division, of those trees that grow pretty tough. The only way you get with the skate or whatever, but when you come out of that focus, it's kind of hard to see when you look back toward Union Point. And when you come past Reed's house, Mr. Reed, you come up, with that recommendation. When you look back toward Crawfordville Market, it's vision pretty hard coming out of there. I mean, it's not, maybe a state problem. But I don't know, something needs to be for the vision.
I'll take a look and see if there's anything that we can do.
It's on the main state highway, but you have to come almost completely in the road before you see what's coming from, where you point.
All right, anything else? I hear a motion.
I motion that we adjourn.
I second.
This meeting is adjourned.